What's good, gang? How y'all doing? I'm doing quite alright if I do say so. You ain't ask? Oh, my fault. Anyways, the two type of people I hate most in this world are liars, but especially thieves. Like, why do you feel it's okay to take someone's stuff? Have y'all ever gotten something stolen from you? Cause I sure have. I remember this one time, it was probably like 1st or 2nd grade. That Christmas, I got me a PSP and I was so hyped. Back then, a PSP was basically gold. Everybody wanted one. Anyways, I was so excited that my young dumb took it to school and I decided to sneakily play it at lunch. So I'm over there gaming and all the other kids crowd around me watching. I was a little too into the game because I didn't realize the amount of heads that was around me. Honestly, I should have known better because that big crowd drew the attention of the lunch aide. So I'm over there playing a game and next thing you know, I feel a light tap on my shoulder. I turn around and the lunch aide is just looking down at me smiling. So ugly. Safe to say, he booked my PSP. He ended up giving it to my teacher who put it on top of the shelf. But sadly, at the end of the day, when I went to go get it, it was gone. Someone had them a new PSP and I had me some sadness and despair. To make matters worse, she wasn't even gonna reimburse me. She was talking about oh, you shouldn't have brought it to school in the first place. Now maybe next time you'll think before bringing it to school. I was about to really crack in her like, are you dumb? Ain't nobody told you put it over there. Dirty. I'm chatting. I was sad, bro. Anyways, even though I hate thieves, it's not like I'm an innocent angel myself. I've definitely stolen things in my past, but I'm not really one to do the whole self-accountability thing, so it's okay when I do it. Back when I was broke, I used to book Pop-Tarts and Oreos from the corner store with no hesitation. The Aquas provided me with free meals. I've also permanently borrowed a couple of dollars from my mom's purse back in the day too, but everybody did that. The craziest thing I've stole, however, has gotta be my own bro's girl, Grimey. I bagged his shorty and cut him off. Straight slime ball activities. And hey, I ain't proud of what I did, but I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have no remorse then, and I still don't give a respectfully. Little did I know, karma would come back to bite me. After that, I ended up going to the worst party ever, and I was 3 seconds away from getting crunched. But before I tell you that story, I gotta tell you this one. Alright, so boom. A couple of years back, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I packed my bags and moved from New York City all the way to Houston, Texas. The Lone Star State, home of the Cowboys, Second Amendment, gun lovers, and year-round summer. Everything's bigger in Texas, especially the food portions. My goodness. Side note, one of my first times out here, I seen a nigga walking a pig with a leash. No bullshit. Anyways, I'm chatting again. So when I first moved out here to Texas, I had no friends. 4 years later, I still have no friends. But that's besides the point. Anyways, back then I ended up meeting a guy. Let's call him Stefan, or Steph for short. So Steph was my friend in name, but friends might not really be the right word for it. In all honesty, I was his friend, but I wouldn't really call him mine. Sounds grimy, right? Cause it was. I mean, Steph was okay, I guess, but he would always give me weird vibes. For one, he would always try and get me to hit his dab rig, but see, I'm a person who prefers their gas in its natural form. I puff backwards, you heard? And he ain't really want to do that. One time, I remember me and him matched. He pulled up with half a blunt, like that's valid. Yeah, alright. And to make matters worse, we started puffing it and all the gas fell out. Bad work, swear to my mother. But the main thing that threw me off about bro was that he tried to treat me like I was his bitch. Pause! Hey, yo! What I mean by that is that he would get mad if I ain't text him back fast enough. Like if I ain't respond within 5 to 10 minutes, he would start acting weird like I was fake. I remember one time he called me trying to get on a game, trying to play some Battlefield, and I wasn't trying to play. I don't really like Battlefield like that, so he got heated. I don't know what he thought it was, so I cracked it on him. Are you dumb? Then bro started blowing up my phone, calling me fake and a bad friend, yada yada yada. Like I was smacked up. After all that bullshit, I slowly started to distance myself from bro, but I guess we were still hanging around each other. Anyways, a couple of weeks later, I ended up going to a Christmas party, right? And bro was there too. While I was at this party, I spotted me a fine little shorty. She had the most beautiful eyes. My God. So I went over to her and I introduced myself. We had us a good little conversation, good vibes and everything, as she told me what her name was. Well, actually, I don't really want to say her name, so we gonna call her Tati. So while me and Tati was having this conversation, I noticed that Steph was just sitting nearby watching. Bro was just grilling us and he was looking dumb tight, but I ain't know why. Anyways, the next day a mutual friend of me and Steph had called me. He was also at the party.
Yo, what's good, Jay?
What's up, my boy? What's good?
You a crazy nigga. I can't believe you did that shit last night.
What you mean, gang? What I do?
How you gonna do your boy Steph like that? Like, that's crazy, beloved.
My boy? I mean, he cool or whatever. We acquaintances, but why? What happened?
You was flirting with his girl right in his face. You devious, my nigga.
His girl? What you talking about, bro?
Oh, Tati, you ain't know? Oh, that's his shorty.
Ooh, damn. After I found out, everything clicked in my head. The reason he was looking like that at the party was because I was spitting game to his girl like bro wasn't even there. If I was him, I would've cracked my shit respectfully, but bro ain't saying nothing. I felt bad after hearing that too, cause word two, I wouldn't even have done bro like that if I knew that was his shorty. I would never disrespect him in that way. That's crazy. But anyways, a few days later, I see Tati again, but she looks at me and just looks away. I thought maybe I had gotten the wrong idea of our vibe a few days earlier, but later on, I found out that Steph had banned her from talking to me. Bro must have saw me as a threat, and well, I mean, I guess it was justified. About a week after that, Tati found out that Steph had been cheating on her with his ex. Shorty was heartbroken. So me being grimy and seeing my opportunity, I slid into her Snap DMs to offer some consolation, and we ended up texting all night. Her birthday was coming up and she was trying to have a party. So I got me an invite and the conversation was going so good that she had wanted to link up that night. On that first link, I ain't gonna lie, she was looking so good. I couldn't help myself. Night ended with my pants getting unzipped and her inhaling my beef. I can't lie, I felt real guilty, but the mixed with the spit bubble twist up combo was feeling too good. I thought maybe we was gonna be low key with it, but literally the next day my boy Steph found out. He ended up putting two and two together because he saw that we were mutual besties on Snap from when we was texting that night. He ended up calling my line, pissed off. Yo.
You.
Excuse me? I'm not following.
Bro, you thought you was low? I knew you was f***ing with Tati, bro. I see y'all on Snap. Y'all best friends. What you texting my girl for?
Oh, nah, it's not even like that, beloved. You see what happened was she was just inviting me to a...
You think I'm dumb, dickhead? You a fake ass friend.
Alright, cool. What that got to do with me, though? Over here chatting mad bullshit.
You know what? Block my number.
You must be laced. That's mad work. If you feel away, you could block me.
You really shocked me. I thought you was my mans. You a... Matter of fact, next time I see you, I'ma really fuck.
But I banged it on him. To be honest, I ain't give no fucks. I was already low-key looking for a reason to cut him off, and him calling me talking crazy provided me that reason. Eventually, a couple of days later, her party had rolled around, and I was expecting to go over and have me a great night. But little did I know, karma was waiting to get me, because that was the worst party ever. But for that story, you just gonna have to wait for part 2. But hold on, before we go, I gotta give shout outs to my new best friends. First up, we got Lala the beautiful queen. We got my boy AV2 Wavy. We got my boy Donovan Brown, Groove Made J. We got BTK Trail on IG and D4AD Bird on YouTube. And remember guys, in the words of Uncle Swayze, I'm from Brooklyn for real. You can buy my friendship. Just hit the Cashapp. It's really that simple. Alright y'all.